Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
Good afternoon and welcome in on YourLiveEvent.com to the audio-only coverage of the Region 1A Volleyball Tournament from the Valley City Highliner Activity Center. Thank you for joining us here as we have got postseason volleyball coming up in just a few minutes here from the Highliner Activity Center. Josh Boyko with you here on the call. Glad you are joining us here. Thank you to our sponsors for helping us do what we do day in and day out. It is a chilly Monday afternoon in Valley City, but things are just starting to heat up here in Valley City. We're going to just get round one, the quarterfinal rounds of the Region 1A Volleyball Tournament going. We've got a full slate of action, 3 games coming your way, 3 matches for tonight's action. So make sure to stay with us for all 3 of those. And this is your Irie Insurance pre-game show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieINS.com to get a free quote. Let's take a look at that bracket now for the Region 1A standings. Over on the floor right now, we've got the 2 teams warming up that we'll see in our first game. It'll be Kindred, the Vikings, the 4 seed, versus Northern Cass, the 5 seed. And then later tonight, we'll see Valley City against Wahpeton. The 2 versus 7 game will be our second contest. And then closing the night out, it will be the Central Cass Squirrels, the 3 seed, versus Lisbon, the 6. And that is the Region 1A bracket. Over at Mayville State University, Region 2, Thompson and Harvey Wells County will do battle in the quarterfinals. Coming up here at 4 o'clock for the first game over at Mayville State University. Then Mayport CG was able to surpass Grafton and hold on to that 2 seed. And they will be hosting the 7 seed Hillsborough Central Valley. Then the final match of the night from Mayville State University will be Grafton versus Devils Lake. That is a look at the Region 1A and 2A bracket for the contest going on here today. And for the winner of this game, the stakes is a date with the Oak Grove Grovers, who got the first round bye through this quarterfinals after the tiebreaker gives the Grovers the advantage over Valley City, who they split 1 game apiece with earlier this year. The Grovers got a 3-set victory over the Highliners and then a 3-2 loss to Valley City, but via winning more sets, the Grovers get the 1 seed and the bye. Valley City gets Wahpeton later today instead as the 2 versus the 7. We will take a break here on our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back with more knowledge about the game coming up. And these 2 teams will take a preview, a deeper dive on the Jaguars and the Vikings.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. 1 transaction, 1 relationship, and 1 community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
The holidays are here and Mindak Market has the perfect gifts to make every moment memorable and sweet. From multiple gift pack options to the Dubai chocolate bars on sale now for $6.99. Dubai chocolate bars are the perfect stocking stuffers. Even Santa is going chocolate. Mindak Market has everything you need to spread joy and flavor this season. Stop in today and check out the selection for yourself with Mindak Market in the West Acres Mall in Fargo.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
Welcome back to our pregame show here on YourLiveEvent.com, brought to you by Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IRIEINS.com to get a free quote. Let's take a little bit of a deeper dive now on our two teams that will be playing here tonight. We'll have the Jaguars coming in, the 5 seed in Region 1. 12-13 on the year for the Jaguars. In Region 1 play, they were 5-7. They started out 5-1 on the year. That was all non-region play. And that included wins over the eventual 1 and 2 seeds of Region 2. So Region 2 is no slouch of a region, and we know that with how much of a gauntlet it's been for a lot of those Region 2 teams playing each other. But the Northern Cass Jaguars this year took both Mayport CG and Carrington to the 5th set after being down 2-1, and they won in both scenarios. They were down 22-17 in the 4th set against Carrington, came all the way back to win that and then win the 5th set too, and then they were down facing match point in the 4th set against the Patriots. They come back against that match point with 3 straight to win 26-24 in that 4th set, and they take care of business in the 5th as well. So showing some grit, some DNA of winning mentality for the Jaguars earlier this year, and that was all before they even got to region play. Region 1 was a little bit more difficult for them as Oak Grove got their way with them, Valley City, but the Kindred matchup, these two teams split in the 2 games that they played on September the 11th. That's when Northern Cass began region play, and it was against these Kindred Vikings. And that was at home. They lost 3-1. Kindred 25-19, Northern Cass 25-20 in the 2nd. But then Kindred 25-17 and 25-16 wins in 4 sets. Taylor Sanders for the Vikings, a match-high 12 kills, 7 for Natalia Gietzen and the Jaguars, as the Jaguars' leading scorer that night. Then they faced off a month later, and Northern Cass went down 2-0, 25-15, 25-23. Kindred wins the first 2 sets, but then the Jaguars come back in 26-24, barely hang on to force a 4th set with that 26-24 score. 25-23 in the 4th to force a 5th, and they win 15-12 in the 5th. They pull off the reverse sweep of the Vikings on the road. So both times the road team took the contest in the regular season. We now see the neutral site matchup here as we get to the Region 1A playoffs at Valley City now. For the Kindred Vikings, Harley Bunke, head coach now of the Vikings, a 15-11 squad, 7-5 in Region 1 play. They get the 4th seed after losing to Central Cass just under a week ago. The Squirrels 3-0 sweep the Vikings in Kindred, and that breaks the tie of the 3 and 4 seed. So Kindred loses that match. They get the 4, so they have to deal with a feisty Northern Cass squad, while Central Cass will be our final match of the night, and they get the 6 seed Lisbon Broncos, who have not been as competitive necessarily as the Jaguars to this point in the season. But anything can happen in the playoffs. We've seen it before, and we're looking forward to seeing some more great action here from Valley City. We'll take a break on the Irie Insurance pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from Nick Tice and the strategy that the Jaguars have coming into tonight's contest.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
I'm with Nick Tice here on our Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com, and entering into the Region 1A tournament. How would you describe this first year at the helm?
A little bit of a roller coaster, at the beginning of the season, those 5-set matches were intense and a lot of fun, and then our region is so competitive, so every night you have to show up and bring your A game. So I think every team in this region's been battle tested, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun to see how this all plays out.
Yeah, we've seen some of the glimpses of that A-plus performance from this Northern Cass squad. So what's going to take to get it done here tonight against Kindred?
I think maintaining that high level of play for an entire match. We've put it together for sets or a couple sets at a time. And now's the time to put it together for a whole match. So we got to stay positive. We know everyone's got great hitters and they're going to score, but we can't let that rattle us because we have great hitters and we can score.
Yeah. Taylor Sanders, obviously a solid one on the other side. How do you do the best to keep up with the block today?
Take advantage when she's in the back row. That definitely helps. And then just timing it to go up with her so that you can give yourself the best chance to get touches on it. If you can slow the ball down, we feel pretty good about our defense keeping stuff alive.
A lot of seniors on this squad here for Northern Cass. How do you take advantage of having some more upperclassmen on your team?
They kind of know it's do or die, so I think that if you can get them to buy in, not so much to the nerves, but like hey, we can do this and let's make a big push, I think that's one way you target that. All
right. Best of luck out there tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Nick Tice joining us on the Irie Insurance pregame show.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here on our Irie Insurance pregame show as we begin to wrap things up for pregame, and we're getting set for our starting lineups and national anthem coming up in just over a minute here from Valley City. Final nuggets from Valley City before we get our first serve underway of the Region 1A volleyball tournament for Northern Cass and Kindred. The Jaguars, Nick Tice, first year after replacing Angie Johnson, comes over from Bishop Ryan in Minot to take the helm for the Jaguars, and 12-13 on the year, 5-7 the 5th seed, but this is a really feisty 5 seed. No one goes into this tournament wanting to face Northern Cass, but the Kindred Vikings did have some success on the road against them September 11th with that 3-1 victory, 15-11 on the year, 7-5. The 4 seed for you in this tournament, the winner gets the Oak Grove Grovers in the semifinals. And the Jaguars are 3-time Class B volleyball champions, 2013, 2022, 2023. And Angie Johnson now coaching the Oak Grove Grovers. So it could be a matchup that happens if Northern Cass wins. They get their former coach potentially in a semifinals round, but there's still a lot of volleyball to be played before that happens. And Harley Bunke taking over here for the Vikings as they close out the regular season with that 3-set loss to the Squirrels, but now looking to rebound here in the playoffs and get the Region 1A tournament started with a bang here against Northern Cass. Taylor Sanders led the team in kills throughout this entire year, so we look forward to seeing how that turns out on the scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. So thank you to Dakota Heritage Bank for being our scoreboard sponsor, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Visit dhb.bank. We will now step aside for national anthem and come back with our starting lineups in just a moment.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ. 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Welcome back here to yourliveevent.com as we get things started with our starting lineups. Let's meet the team from Northern Cass. Non-starters: Avery Davidson, Brimley Winterquist, Marley Wilner, Nyla Erickson, Harper Rust, and Kate Weibel. And now the starters: Tess Jalbert, Carly Ryder, Macy Murch, Natalia Gietzen, Olivia Olson, Faith Fury, Lauren Johnson will be out there. And then for Kindred, starting out there, Mallory Keller, the libero, Ivy Trenbath, Lila Kittleson, Taylor Sanders, and Kate Odegaard. I believe McQuillan will be out there for the setter, but we'll see what the actual six is. But Ivy Trenbath, a sophomore outside hitter, Keller, a sophomore libero, will definitely be out there. Lila Kittleson, senior middle hitter, Taylor Sanders, a sophomore outside, Kate Odegaard, a sophomore middle. As the teams will now exchange pleasantries at the net front before we send them to their sides, and we'll get our first serve underway. The Kindred Vikings will be in the white uniforms with the blue trim. Blue numbers, blue trim on the shoulders. And the Northern Cass Jaguars in the black uniforms with the yellow trim, numbers, and lettering. The Kindred Vikings will be working from left to right. The Jaguars from right to left to begin things here. Jenner Jordaim is out there as one of the starters for Kindred, so she is number 4 in there. So you see Kittleson, Trenbath, Jordaim in the front row. Is McQuillan in as the setter, along with Sanders and Odegaard lining up in the back row to start for the Vikings. Natalia Gietzen will be in the middle for Northern Cass. Lauren Johnson will also be in that front row. Carly Ryder will start. Olivia Olson will also be in there, starting in the back row next to the libero Tess Jalbert in the back middle. No Reese Lavig in the starting lineup, as we had seen for most of the regular season. Macy Murch is in there as the setter, as that sixth starter for Northern Cass. And we are underway at 4:04, and it's an ace to begin things. That's a great way to start for the Kindred Vikings. That was Collins McQuillan getting it started with a bang. The sophomore setter tees off with an ace. This is going to be near a second ace, and it is. Tess Jalbert was the first to touch for the Jaguars, and it ended up going back towards that Highliners baseline for basketball. 2 serves, 2 aces for McQuillan. And serve receive, still an issue. This one's not going to be an ace, but it's a free ball coming over. Here comes the set in the middle, and depositing that one is Lila Kittleson. What a start for the Vikings. McQuillan will continue on this serving streak, wearing 11 for the Vikings. The sophomore setter works with a short serve, getting a couple of Jaguars converging on it. This one will be tipped over by Lauren Johnson. Outside now, Trenbath gets set up for Kindred, but it's dug out by Olivia Olson, then lobbed into the net by Carly Ryder. It's 4-0, Kindred on top. Not the way Nick Tice's squad wanted to start off. Still plenty of time to rebound, but the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 4-0 in favor of the Vikings, and that serve receive has been an issue, but finally, there goes Northern Cass getting their first points of the game. I believe that was Ryder that was shoving that one to the back corner. It looked like it was going to be a free ball, but Ryder found some space in the back corner, was able to deposit it down for the first Jaguars point. It was a good first touch from Mallory Keller, but this one's going to be a little bit out on the swing from Kindred. Keller, that libero, wearing the blue number 2. Got a nice pass up to Collins McQuillan, but the swing was just off. This is a deep serve over towards Sanders. Jordan blocked away at the net, punches this one over and out. So the Jaguars have responded with 3 straight points. It's 4-3 Kindred, and it's a game of runs to this point. The Jaguars looking to tie it up with Reese Lavig checking into the game for the first time after that last serve, and now she's deposited an ace down. It is 4-4. Working from right to left. Here comes a jump serve from Lavig with some good topspin. Finds Keller. Ball on the Northern Cass side now. And there's the swing from Olsen. And the Jaguars lead. Olivia Olsen from the left side was able to deposit that right in the middle of the Kindred defense. This one a serve that puts Jordheim right on the line. Jousted around at the net. It gets knocked down towards the Northern Cass side, but Olsen recovers, tips it back over. And now here comes Trenbath with the left hand, but it comes up a little bit short. So we start out with a 4-0 run for Kindred, and now it's countered by a 6-0 run from Northern Cass. Good serve from Lavig that backs Sanders and Keller up to the line. Geetson with a big swing, but it's going to go out of play. And Kindred is able to get one back, get that side out, and it brings Caitlin Brink, the senior defensive specialist, in for the first time. She will serve for the Vikings. Keller will work from that back left corner from way deep. It skims the net and then redirects out of play. Nick Tice with a left-handed stab of the volleyball will hand it over to Natalia Geetson, who will now serve for Northern Cass. It's a good serve that ate up Keller just a little bit. Sanders able to get the swing off, but here comes a nice set and exchange into the middle for Faith Fury. That was a great first touch from the back row. Got it right up to Macy Murch. And Murch with a quick transition touch over to Faith Fury, who got the kill, but Geetson goes into the net with the following serve. That's a service error. Geetson checks out. It will be Tess Jalbert, the libero. Both liberos wearing number 2 in the ballgame right now. Jalbert just checked back in. It'll now be Mallory Keller, the sophomore, for Kindred to serve. And this one backs up Olivia Olsen, and it goes for an ace. Northern Cass still struggling on the serve receive a little bit right now, with now 3 aces for 7 Kindred points. Lauren Johnson will tip this one, and Kindred will set up. Jordheim will lob it over, facing the other direction. This one dug out by Keller at the net, batted back over by Olivia Olsen. Now this one set up to Sanders. Quiet start for her to this point. Dug out on the Sanders hit by Reese Lavig. Here comes a Collins-McQuillan set to the outside. There's the first kill for Taylor Sanders to tie it at 8. Back and forth we go on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard in set 1. It's the libero Keller with the serve. Now here comes Olsen running up to it, but it's blocked away. Odegaard was there with Jordan, but then this one deposited down by the Jaguars. Nicely done. Great recovery from the Jaguars side to not allow that block to turn into a Kindred point as Odegaard smacked it back with the Northern Cass 6 players all pretty close to the net. Sanders rolls this one up. Here comes a back set and a pop from Marley Wilner. Big swing. Sanders finds the back right corner, and Taylor Sanders, that was special. Nine all, and here comes Lauren Onken to serve. She's a senior setter. And Faith Fury in the middle, able to get the swing, and down it goes in front of the outstretched arms of Keller and company in the back row for Kindred. Olivia Olsen with the serve. It goes towards Sanders. Then a left-handed tip over from Odegaard. Wilner punches at it, and then a big swing from Carly Ryder. This one stays in play. Hovness into the game for Northern Cass. The set, and Northern Cass able to recover after it's batted around a couple times. Net front. Sanders. Oh, what a dig by the libero Jalbert on the Sanders drive. Odegaard punches it up. Now here comes an Onken set for Sanders. It's popped up. Ryder handles it. Back set Hovness. And blocked away by Sanders. Scrambling are the Jaguars. They get to it. What a point this is. Onken set. Odegaard blocked away, but it's a point for Northern Cass. It's 4 touches. It was not a block. It's 4 touches on Kindred. And what a point it was. 11-9 in favor of Northern Cass after the 4-touch violation, and the ensuing serve will be just out of play long from the Jaguars. My goodness, this is high-octane energy here in what I expect to probably be the best game of these first 3. These two teams match up well with each other, and it's going to make for some great volleyball tonight. Overpass on the serve, and Northern Cass in trouble. That one's not going to make it back over. That was a Taylor Sanders serve that ate up the Jaguars' back row, and they just weren't able to quite get that one dug out of the net after a couple swings. Sanders goes towards Jalbert on the serve. Hovness set. Ryder bangs it through. Odegaard was there, but it splits Odegaard and McQuillan in the front row for Kindred. 12-11, another lead change as Northern Cass is back in sole possession of the lead. Keller angles this one over to the setter Onken, and Odegaard was unable to elevate that one just enough. It is swatted back down, and there's the first timeout of the game. Northern Cass is up 13-11, and what a start we've got from both teams here. A fun one at that. 13-11, 2-point Northern Cass lead on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
The Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard reads 13-11 in favor of the Jaguars. It was a 4-0 run to begin the game for the Vikings, courtesy of a couple aces. but then it was countered by a 6-0 run by the Jaguars, and they've traded points back and forth. We've seen a tie at 11, but now the Jaguars sole possession of the lead. Tess Jalbert the serve. Here comes the setup for McQuillan, or sorry, that's Odegaard, and she gets it through, but it's out. No, it's going to be a net violation on Northern Cass first. So it's going to be a net violation on the Jaguars that gives that point over to the Vikings, even though the ball ended up just out. Ryder gears up and powers through at the net. Was able to beat Lila Kittleson and McQuillan in that front row. Back to a 2-point advantage for Northern Cass. Good first set from Carly Ryder. Has got some good swings in. The serve goes towards Trenbath, who gets the third touch to hit it over as well. Ryder rolls this one up through a changeup, and it just gets through on Kittleson. Ryder is definitely powered a couple through, but that time took a little something off, and the block was just off on the timing, so it is a 3-point lead for the Jaguars. Trenbath angles this one back on the first touch towards the libero Keller. Keller then with another dig, but it's going to be another Northern Cass point. Another violation on Kindred. This is the largest lead for Northern Cass thus far. And this one is down on the back line. Nicely done by Collins McQuillan. McQuillan not usually asked to carry a bulk of the scoring, but she swings and puts one on the very back line of the Jaguars defense. Here comes a jump serve from McQuillan. Nice topspin on it. Natalia Gietson blows this one away. Nice lunging effort from Sanders to keep it alive as Keller bails her out to get it over and across, but it's another violation going on the Vikings. That was an absolute blast from Gietson, playing from the middle. 17-13, a Reese Lavig serve will travel long and just out. On the points that have lasted for more than a few seconds and have volleyed over a couple times, Northern Cass has been handedly winning those. It's the aces from Kindred and the service errors from Northern Cass that have kept the Vikings in this one. There's a service error from the Vikings, giving another point over to the Jags. It'll be Gietson serving now. One of 7 seniors for Northern Cass. Sanders throws a changeup, rolls it up. It's handled by Northern Cass, but then Lauren Johnson, with a hitting error, will find the net. Mallory Keller is serving, and that's going to create an overpass, but the touch from Odegaard will go out. Missed opportunity for the Vikings, as there's been a few of those throughout this first set that have led to this 4-point Jaguars lead. Emma Hovness, a good serve, but it's fielded well, and now here comes the McQuillan set to the outside. Dug out by Northern Cass. Wilner gets blocked away. Jump ball at the net. Now Northern Cass in possession. Olsen, the touch. The second touch is a good one. Oh! A diving stop from Jalbert that went right to Hovness. A quick reaction. Northern Cass able to swat this one back over after staying alive. Jordan lofts this one towards the line. Could have been out, but it's played. Wilner tried to drop in a floater, but it's dug out. Hovness, a lob set for Olsen. It is out of the reach of Kindred, but out. Mallory Brink with a diving effort was trying to get to that one because it was very close to the line and no time to react really and think about going for it. She just went, but she missed, and it's a good thing for Kindred as that one landed just an inch off the line. Short serve from Onken now in at the setter spot. They've also got McQuillan in there as well. Sanders was chased over towards the line but could not angle that one across. It was going towards her left hand. She still tried to play it right-handed, going over to the far side scorer's table, and it squibs off for a hitting error. And a service error now for Olsen. Both these teams playing hard, maybe not the cleanest set from either side. A couple more mistakes than probably both teams would want. Still trying to feel this one out. This is a laser of a serve, a great one from Sanders. Ryder able to beat the block with the power that time. Carly Ryder leading the Jaguars in kills, leads the match so far. An ace out of the reach of a diving Mallory Keller. Jalbert with the ace for Northern Cass. It is their largest lead of the set at 22-17. We'll take a break, come right back for the conclusion of set number one.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
Since falling down 4-0 at the start of this first set, Nick Tice's squad on a 22-13 run, and they hold on to a 5-point lead in the first set. Macy Murch has been providing some good sets. Carly Ryder leading the team with unofficially 4 kills right now. Jalbert with the serve as Keller comes screaming in. Here comes Hovness now with a set to Geetson and deposits it down in front of Mallory Keller. The Jaguars' front row has been decisively better in this first set. Trenbeth is going to have to lob over a free ball, and it was a great spot. Oh, nicely dug out by Northern Cass as they created an overpass. It was a great tight play from Trenbeth that just went over the net, and then she gets the kill. Ivy Trenbeth gets her first kill tonight, and she was the MVP of that point right there. She got put in a tough spot on the third touch early in that possession and lobbed it over, but it was so close and close to the net that Ryder had no choice but to basically hit it back over. Hitting error from Northern Cass will send it long. Back-to-back points for Kindred, much needed. Timeout called by Nick Tice. But the Jaguars eyeing a first set victory, just need 2 points to close it out and go up 1-0 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be right back.
What was that? Is that top insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance,
maybe? Nah, I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies.
Welcome back here on yourliveevent.com as we provide you the audio coverage of the Region 1A volleyball tournament. Plenty more to come from this first match, and we'll have the next two matches coming up for you from the Valley City Highliner Activity Center. Right now, the Jaguars are 1 point away from showing up a first set victory. Marley Wilner, I believe, was the one that got in there for that kill. 24-19 set point, and that will do it. A serve that was not returned by Kindred got sent into the net, and that will do it. 25-19 is the final Northern Cast, the 5 seed, with a resounding victory after falling down 4-0. Nick Tice's squad rallies to take the first set. We'll be back with the Benedictine Living first set recap when we return.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze up. Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro has everything you need: top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro and make your building projects plans a reality. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Set 2 coming up with the Jaguars taking the first one by the score of 25-19. And let's get to the first set summary brought to you by Benedictine Living of Ada. Strength together, a trusted name in senior living. Benedictine Living Community. As, man, what a resilient effort from the Jaguars as they fell down 4-0 at the start. They come back with a 6-0 run, balanced through the middle points, but then pulling away. The Jaguars on points that lasted a while had the advantage. They scrap it out really well and take that first set by 6 points. And then out of town scores, Medina Pingree Buchanan up 2-0 on Richland in the Region 1B volleyball tournament. And then Harvey Wells County versus Thompson. The Tommies have taken the first set and hold a lead in the second as well. Thank you for joining us here on your live event for the audio coverage of the Region 1A volleyball tournament. And thank you to our sponsors for helping us do this day in and day out. Make sure to take a look at those out-of-town scores and tune in to the other coverage that we've got going on as well. Region 2A over in Mayville, and then over in Jamestown, Chase Miller has got the Region 1B tournament with that Medina Pingree Buchanan Richland game going on right now. Serve will start with the Jaguars as we begin set number 2. The first set took 26 minutes to complete. Big swing from Lauren Johnson, dug out by Keller. Now Sanders trying to go to the back row, but Jalbert's there with a sliding stop. Ryder with the touch, it's dug out. Big swing, Sanders. Did he get line? No. It was in as far as the depth, but the swing goes just a little bit left. There's a Sanders pop-up that's handled easily by Northern Cass. A nice dig by Brink in the back row now. Sanders shoves this one over and down. Sorry, that's Jenner Jordine. Haven't heard a ton from Jordine to this point, but does get in the scoring column there. Here comes the set to the middle for Odegaard, but it's dug out by Northern Cass. This one down the line. The swing will be just wide. Might have been Ryder over there with the mishit for Northern Cass. It was close. There's Ryder there with the first touch on that serve. It's a free ball coming over Lauren Johnson, but it backs up the Vikings, and then Gietzen swoops over the net and blocks that one down. Good serve from Lavig. Oh, and a great dig from Jalbert in the back. Lobbed over, free ball from Olsen. Here comes the McQuillan set, and Odegaard wins at the net. Mallory Keller giving a shove to her, saying, let's go. That's a great swing. Able to beat the front row of the Jaguars that time. Kindred a 3-2 early lead. Here is Odegaard, the sophomore middle hitter again with the serve. Mertz with a back set and drilled by, I think that was Johnson. Yeah, Lauren Johnson over there on the right side. That was a huge swing that gets down in the corner. No chance at saving that one. Trenbath runs up on one and splits the Johnson and Fury block. Nice answer there from Ivy Trenbath. Good first set of touches from Northern Cass. Fury has her swing dug out. Here's the back set from Murch. Keller handles easily. Now they get it over to the middle of the floor for Sierra Nipstad getting some time. And that one gets down. 4 points apiece on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Kindred evens it up. Or sorry, that was Northern Cass evening it up. Trenbath has to wait on this one to come down, squares it up. Back set, Hovness, Wilner blocked away by Trenbath. Blocked away again, and that one did not get over. Great play by that front row as Nipstad's in there for that defense at the net front. McQuillan was also there. Brink with the serve, the defensive specialist senior for Kindred. This one tipped over by the Jaguars, and Fury is going to just let this one fall as Kindred wasn't over there to punch that one back over at net front. It falls harmlessly for the Jaguars on that Viking side. This one lobbed to the back for Jalbert. Off the serve return, blocked away on the Wilner shot, and nicely done. Oh, do we have a violation? Yes, it's going to go over to Northern Cass. It was blocked away by the Vikings. And that's a service error now by the Jaguars. We're staying tied at 6 now. Not the smoothest of starts for either of these teams. As they serve with a lot of side spin to it. It creates an overpass, and then Taylor Sanders able to detonate for her 3rd kill unofficially tonight and give Kindred back that lead. Working from left to right in the Kindred blue and white. There is Keller with the serve, a low line drive. Fury, and that one was not blocked away, as waving it off was the Vikings front row. Odegaard and McQuillan were there saying, hey, we didn't block that. That one came back on its own, so it's 4 touches. Vikings opening up a 2-point lead. They haven't held many of those since the 4-0 start, and make it 3 off of the ace. Great serving streak, Mallory Keller with her 2nd ace of the contest. Nick Tice barking out some instruction as Olivia Olson will check out. And that was a illegal rotation, I believe, because Jeremy Ludio on the far side says, hey, that's not right. Something got blown dead, and it's a good thing for Kindred because that serve was not close to going over. So instead, Keller will get another shot after getting a free point, and that one is for, it was either 4 touches or it went out. Yeah, so that's going to be Northern Cass point because it was swung on at the net. And it's a discussion going on with Keller. The libero going over for Kindred to the stand, chatting with Meredith Holcraft. It's going to stay Northern Cass point. Nice job by Onken staying out of the net, and there's 4 Kindred players on the ground batting at this ball, trying to get it over, but no dice. Johnson with a line drive serve for Northern Cass. This one deflects off the top of the net, recovered by the Jaguars. Wilner with a drive off of Onken, and it's going to get down. Keller chased it all the way. Almost ran out of the gym, but it's going to be a Marley Wilner kill. Timeout called as Northern Cass has come back with 3 straight points, but the Vikings still lead by 1 in set number 2.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
All right, set number 2 right now. After Northern Cass wins 25-19. In set number 1, Carly Ryder led the way there, but now we've got a back and forth action going on in the second. Kindred held a 10-6 lead. Northern Cass storms back for 3. It's 10-9 where it stands right now, and Faith Fury sends over a serve. Onken gets it to Odegaard, blast off. Here comes Natalia Gietzen with an answer off a beautiful set. Great passing from the Jaguars. Gietzen able to get one in the middle, so the middle's working hard with Odegaard and Gietzen. They trade points. Kindred still leads 11-10, but Jaguars a chance to tie it up as here comes a Macy Murch serve. Jordaim elevates effortlessly, but a tip at the net will slow things down for Northern Cass. Here comes a McQuillan set for Sanders, batted up by Jalbert, swiping at that one, and point Kindred. That is a fourth touch. Close quarters for Johnson running into the net, and that one hits the antenna on the side of the net off of the Northern Cass side. 3-point advantage for Northern Cass. Or sorry, for Kindred rather. Down the line, what a beautiful serve from Sanders. Taylor Sanders picks up an ace. You are not getting that one returned. It was on the very back left corner. Exposed that Jaguars defense playing a little bit too high up. Tried to go for that exact same spot as the defense was positioned the same, but this one is just out. Sanders trying to go precision serving there and steals 1 point out of it. Lavig serve. Odegaard, a blast, but it's dug out by Jalbert. Gietzen pushes one over, but it's handled by the libero, Keller. Here comes Lauren Johnson to the line. They were able to move that Kindred defense up towards net front, and the back left corner was exposed. Johnson, with great court vision, able to see it and put it right there. Well executed by the Jaguars senior opposite. Here's Odegaard with a chance, and that'll get down. Kate Odegaard starting to heat up here in this second set. 15-12 Vikings. Odegaard jump serve. Jalbert has to back up, so does Lavig. It's lobbed over a free ball from Olsen. To the outside, Trenbath had to go underhand to loft that one up, and it's blocked away. Jaguars will get the point as Trenbath was led a little bit too far that time. And there's an ace as Jalbert steps into a right-handed serve that slices down the line, ate up a Kindred defender in the process. It's down to a 1-point game. Jalbert looks over at Nick Tice for the service location. They go towards Sanders. It's popped up. Now Trenbath able to get a good swing off. But it's handled. Pancake save initially by Keller, but it did get down, so we have a tie game. 15 apiece. Set outside, blocked away on the Jordaim attempt, but no, it was 4. Jeremy Ludio and Meredith Holcraft on the call from the official stands here tonight. It's Holcraft in the stand and Ludio over by the scorer's table. Service error from Northern Cass will hand one back to Kindred. Just one timeout called thus far in set 2. Here is Onken will serve for Kindred, goes short right towards Olson. Here comes the back set, Murch. Johnson's touch, sent back over to the Northern Cass side. Lavig pushes one across. Johnson, Fury at the net, able to get it down. Fury gives that tap down, and Northern Cass the lead. Here comes a set from Onken. Sprawling effort from Lavig to get it across, gets back up as the Jaguars scramble, but a little bit of an overpass, and that'll lead to a Kindred point. The Vikings were able to put that one down after the Jaguars were scrambling after that last diving save. 17 apiece. This has been a great match to this point. The Vikings in a must-win set right now would not enjoy being down 2-0 to start their tournament. We have seen a reverse sweep between these two teams this year as Sanders powers one through. Taylor Sanders recaptures the Kindred lead. Northern Cass went into Kindred, went down 0-2, but came back with that reverse sweep. So we have seen that happen in the series so far, but tough to do in the playoff setting. Big swing from the outside for Kindred, but it's dug out by Jalbert. And it's another point, 4 hits for the Jaguars. Timeout called by Nick Tice as the Kindred Vikings have secured a 19-17 lead in set number 2 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Can the Vikings close out set number 2 to even things at one, or do the Northern Cass Jaguars take a decisive 2-0 victory, 2-0 lead in this first match of the night? We have got 2 more coming your way. Next up will be Wahpeton versus Valley City, the host team of this tournament. And then later tonight, our final 3rd game will be the 6th seed Lisbon Broncos versus the Central Cass Squirrels. Lobbed up by Keller for Sanders, but it's dug out by Jalbert. Oh, a nice center deke from Hovness, but it's still up. Northern Cass quit playing it, but this point is still alive. They recovered, but Kindred is able to get the kill. The Jaguars thought they had the point. They didn't play through the whistle, and the Vikings make them pay. They extend the lead 20-17, but now a serve that goes out. Man, that's a tough point to give away for the Jaguars this deep in the set. Avery Davidson is into the ballgame to serve. And it's points Northern Cass, and you can hear Nick Tice all the way from here shouting out the successful point. It's a free one as the rotation was out of alignment for the Vikings. So now a costly point given up by Kindred. Man, both these teams would like those 2 mistakes back, but it evens out at 20-19. Wilner with a running attempt, and it's going to eventually get through. Keller didn't handle it as well as she liked. says my bad. It's 20 apiece now. Nervous time for both of these teams. Huge difference between a 1-1 tie and a 2-0 lead, or hole if you're on the other side of it. Lauren Johnson lofts one up for Hovness to the outside. Wilner ricochets around, and Nipstad able to elevate and get it over. Ryder deposits that one through the front row. The block was there, but not good enough. Nick Tice fired up as his team has come back from down 20-17. They've taken the last 4 and the lead.
The holidays are here, and Mindak Market has the perfect gifts to make every moment memorable and sweet. From multiple gift pack options to the Dubai chocolate bars on sale now for $6.99. Dubai chocolate bars are the perfect stocking stuffers. Even Santa is going chocolate. Mindak Market has everything you need to spread joy and flavor this season. Stop in today and check out the selection for yourself with Mindak Market in the West Acres Mall in Fargo.
21-20, the Jaguars have stormed back to take the lead after trailing for a majority of this set. Northern Cass wins 25-19 that first set after going down 4-0. They go on a 6-0 run and didn't really let up the lead much after that. This one has kind of been the opposite. Kindred got out to a 4-point lead. But now the Jaguars have come back from that. As Sanders, a good touch, but it's dug out by Davidson. Ryder nearly got one down. It ricochets around, and Kindred able to recover just barely. But Wilner puts an end to that point, and it's 22-20. Marley Wilner has had some clutch moments this year, including those games against Carrington and Mayport CG. In those 5th sets, came up pretty clutch. Isn't typically a leading scorer candidate, but every once in a while she'll heat up and just be that microwave scorer that can turn the tide of a ball game. Keller gets this one up towards Onken. Sanders, a good chance, runs up into one, but Davidson gets a piece to Jalbert. Ryder lofts it over. Sanders goes down to a knee. Onken nearly got one down on that first touch. Joust at the net. It's won by Faith Fury. That is huge. 23-20, opening up a 3-point lead now, looking for a 2-0 lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard are the Jaguars, and it's Davidson now. It's an ace! Keller could not get to it, and it is a 1-point, it is set point now, just 1 point to get to that 2-0 lead. Avery Davidson, the serve. Handled by Sanders. Here comes a point for Kindred as McQuillan is able to push one to the back right corner and stay alive. Mallory Keller will serve. Starts on the E of Valley City on the baseline. Walks into one. Ryder gets it across. Wilner, this one's backing up Kindred, but Brink gets there. Sanders lobs over a free ball. Jalbert, Hovness, Wilner! The Northern Cass Jaguars lead 2 sets to none on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be back for set 3 around the break. Man, the 5-seed Jaguars look good here today. Kindred, the 4-seed, trying to rally back in the 3rd. We'll see what happens when the Vikings will go into a desperation mode coming up here. They'll try to fire it up in the huddle, but we will step aside here for a couple minutes and come back with set 3 on YourLiveEvent.com.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Welcome back here to the Valley City Highliner Center, where we are broadcasting live to you the Region 1A Volleyball Tournament. The Kindred Vikings are down 2-0 entering the third. Not exactly where they thought they'd be, but it's time to rally. Don't have much of a choice at this point after Nick Tice's squad has come back from down at least 4 points in both of these sets, 25-19 first and then 25-21 the final in the second. Both teams will return to the floor now for the third set. This match got underway at 4:04. We sit 54 minutes in as we enter the third set. Richland was able to win set 3 in the 1B volleyball tournament as Medina Pingree Buchanan took the first two. That one's in the later stages of set 4. Medina Pingree Buchanan 20, Richland 17. Medina Pingree Buchanan trying to punch their way to the next round. Then for Harvey Wells County versus Thompson, the Tommies take the first 2 sets, but Harvey Wells County is up 19-14 in the third, trying to stay alive in their season. That over in the Region 2A tournament at Mayville State University. Kindred will serve first, and it will be Collins McQuillan doing the serving with some nice topspin. Great save, Jalbert. Geetson tries to punch this one through, is altered at the net. McQuillan, but a nice diving swipe at it by Tess Jalbert. There's no give up from Jalbert, but that one gets down. A beautiful swing from Lila Kittleson. McQuillan working down the free throw line extended area for the Kindred serve. This one lobbed over. A free ball coming for the Vikings. Oh, and a changeup from Jenner Jordaim, and a beautifully timed one gets the first 2 points now in favor of the Vikings. Popped up for Johnson. Now a free ball coming, but it was mishandled. Kindred mishandles at a prime opportunity as Jordaim and Kittleson were both over there, but it gets down for a Northern Cast point. Here comes a Reese Lavig serve, an overpass. Batted over now by Kindred after they were in a dangerous spot. Johnson, a swing dug out. Oh, and then Jordan lost track of it as it was coming down. Or maybe she was looking for a setter, but McQuillan took the first touch. And now it's 2 apiece. There is an ace. Well done, Reese Lavig. These are some mistakes that Kindred can't afford to be making in this stage of a region tournament matchup. Lobbed over by Trenbeth. Gietzen powers through at the net. Oh my goodness, Natalia Gietzen. Quick reaction time, is able to drop that one down. It's been a balanced effort from this Jaguar squad. There's not really been one standout runaway kill leader, but they've all been effective. Trenbath blocked away by Olsen. It stays up. McQuillans pushes Jalbert to the back line. Now here comes Olsen, dug out. Trenbath ran into the net, trying to go corral that one with the left hand. 5 straight points for the Jaguars. And we will see a late substitution now. Jeremy Ludio will allow this in. Jasmine Beauclair enters as Trenbath comes to the bench. Jordaim is able to answer back. Diving in front of that one was Macy Murch. The setter couldn't quite corral it. It's a good answer and a much needed one for the Vikings after they start out hot in the 2-0 first couple points, but then they surrender 5 straight. Lavig gets that pass off to Murch. Olsen rolls this one up. First touch from libero Keller. Sanders a drive. It's punched up in the air with a right-handed fist from Jalbert, and then Gietzen. A little bit of a miss hit goes into the net, and she pounds that one over to the Kindred side in frustration. Caitlin Brink, senior defensive specialist, serving now for the Vikings. Here comes Gietzen, another opportunity. It's dug out by Keller. What a beauty. Kept up and over. Here comes a swing from Olsen. It's out. Is there a touch? No. It's a big 3 straight points from Kindred, and they didn't have to take a timeout either this early in the set to get it. This one eats up Olsen and goes out of play. That is an ace serve for Kindred, recapturing the lead. Four straight for the Vikings. It's a Caitlin Brink ace. She'll serve again. It's about 6 aces that I have down for the Vikings to this point. This one blocked away. Great save by Murch, though. And Ryder able to extend this point. Kittleson, though, at the net. Lila Kittleson pounds one down. It either got a fingertip or the top of the net, but either way, it lands in Northern Cass territory. Here comes Brink again from the back left corner where she likes to start that serve. Gietzen, quick transition, powers it through. Seven, 6 now. Tess Jalbert, the libero, will serve for Northern Cass, and that one, a screamer that ends up just a little bit off to the right side. It finds the Kindred bench. Here's Keller. Lavig to Fury. But it's kept up. Nice dig. Oh, Lavig, another great one in the back with the dig. Johnson tipped, but batted back over by Sanders. Great save initially by Keller, but it's going to end up getting to the ground. Emma Hovness with the serve. It goes towards Brink in the back row. Chance for Sanders. Oh, what a swing. That one was blocked well by the Northern Cass front row, but it was such a violent swing that it got through. There was a significant portion of that ball that got blocked, but it still gets down on Northern Cass territory. That's just Sanders being a level above. This one batted down at the net by Kindred, but it's going to stay up. Great hustle from Northern Cass to recover. And that one gets down on Kindred's side. Onken made a full-out effort, extending the palm face up. But it gets down, and that'll be Northern Cass back within one. This one a little bit strong on the serve. It just goes long, and back to a 2-point game on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. It's Dakota Heritage Bank. Hubness, the back set. Fury got blocked away at the net. Ryder with a good swing, but it's dug out by Sanders in the back row. And then tipped over by Nipstad, Sierra Nipstad. The sophomore middle hitter for the Vikings comes through and extends the lead to 3. This one popped up as Kittleson gets there. Sorry, that was Odegaard for Kindred. Setter deep, but Northern Castle's ready. Here comes Ryder. Dug out in the back row by Sanders. Has had a good defensive performance to go along with the great swings on offense. Wilner. That one's dug out Onken. So the setter has to go, the libero has to go get the set. And a tip from Faith Fury coming, but it doesn't get over. Timeout called by Nick Tice as this squad is down 4. Kindred on top. And in a must-win set, this is the best start that they've gotten out to by the middle portion of the set. We'll be right back here on YourLiveEvent.com.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Welcome back here on Your Live Event as we are in set number 3 of the Region 1A Volleyball Tournament's first match. It's the 4-seed Kindred Vikings on the ropes right now, down 2-0, but they're fighting back. Up 12-8 in the third set. Harvey Wells County is able to take the third set from Thompson to extend that one to a 4th in the Region 2A tournament from Mayville State University. Medina Pingree Buchanan has just gotten a victory over Richland in 4 sets. So blocked away at the net by the Jaguars, but Sanders has an answer right away. Fury to the back line. Jaguars point on a violation. jersey night for the Jaguars fan section, as you see some Justin Jefferson action, Andrew Luck, NDSU Carson Wentz, Johnny Manziel, and more over there. There's a hitting error, or was that a touch? Yes, it was a touch. Point Vikings will extend it back to a 4-point lead as that one went out, but it was grazed by a front row player. Nick Tice not too pleased about that tip call, but nothing he can do at this point of it. Kate Odegaard will serve now for Kindred. Wilner from the right side was able to get one in the middle of Odegaard and Sanders. First touch, Sanders up to Onken, then in the middle, it's Lila Kittleson. (14-10). Kindred has not had a 4-point lead at this juncture of the match, except I believe they might have had 16-20 in set 2, but Northern Cass is able to come back from that. Another hitting error from Northern Cass hits this one out, and it's a 5-point lead. Largest of the match for Kindred. Tip at the net, Johnson with a heady play is able to drop one down on the shallow line. He's working over there on that right side. Here is Reese Lavig now. Down 4. Jaguars looking about a comeback to go 3-0, but it's a tall task against this Kindred team who is not going to back down. And Lila Kittleson has started to string together some momentum. Who's going to step up and be that player that carries this Kindred squad? It's been Taylor Sanders mostly this year. Who's the supporting cast that can keep up with her? Kittleson has started to become that in this match. Sanders gets another one. Again, largest lead of the match now. A slicing serve from Brink over in the direction of Olivia Olsen, and nobody wants it for Northern Cass. It drops between Olsen and Johnson. Timeout called by Nick Tice as they need to regroup. Down 7 in the third set. Kindred knows they're up against it, and they are playing like it here. 7-point advantage, their largest of the match on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be right back.
New Solid Tech R floors deliver sustainable high performance from bottle to floor. They're PVC-free and made with natural stone and recycled single-use plastic for scratch-proof, flood-proof protection that stands up to all that your life demands. Because sustainability, beauty, and performance are at the heart of Solid Tech R floors.
Available at Carpet World, 17th Avenue South, online at carpetworldfargo.com.
18-11 in favor of the Kindred Vikings. With their season on the line, have put together their best set of the night. Later we will have the Wahpeton Huskies versus the Valley City Highliners here at Valley City. the host site for this tournament. That'll be our second match coming up 25 minutes after the conclusion of this one. And then we'll cap it off with Lisbon versus Central Cass. Down the line, one judge says out, one judge says in. What is it? It's out. Jalbert with the serve. Jordan punches this one over, and judge is waving the flag in the back line. It's going to be out of play and a Northern Cass point. So much needed back-to-back points for the Jags out of the timeout. Jalbert, the serve, a low one, as that's a nice dig in the back from Northern Cass. Jousted at the net. Jordan punches it back to her own side. Back set from Murch towards Johnson, and down it goes. That one ate up Keller. An all-out effort from Sanders to try and get there, but that's an ace. Keller just got hit straight in the shoulder. Ran up with a, there was just some great carry on that Jalbert serve, and now it's going to be a timeout called by Kindred. 3 straight points for Northern Cass out of the timeout, and we'll break with them.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Who's going to get here first in set number 3? Northern Cass has come down from 4-point deficits in both of the first 2 sets to win 25-19, 25-21. Then a 6-point advantage at 8, or actually up to 7. 18-11 was the advantage for Kindred, but then 4 straight for Northern Cass has them right back in this. Kindred's in trouble, but Sanders bails him out, and batted over by Northern Cass on the early part of the possession. Sanders has that one dug out by Lavig. Here comes Olsen trying to put one down, but it's a diving stop by Keller, then Sanders. Can you get this lead back up to 5 and just hold on if you're Kindred? That's what they're trying to do, is just get a little bit more breathing room just to quell the momentum, but not that time. Faith Fury bats one over in a good spot. Fury didn't necessarily time her jump perfectly, but she was kind of hitting on the way down through a changeup and caught the Kindred defense off guard. Here comes a Hovness serve. Hovness now setting up Olsen. It backs up a couple of defenders, Brink and Keller, but they return a free ball. Hovness to the outside. Wilner, it's blocked away. Odegaard and Sanders were there on the block. 20-16. Lauren Onken will start from the second Ellen Valley City along that service line, still towards her right side. This one tipped over by Wilner. Blocked away from Olsen. Can they return? Oh, what a great play. Odegaard keeps it alive. Olsen ends it. Olivia Olson brings the Jaguars back within 3. Odegaard answers from the middle. My goodness, Kate Odegaard put a charging one towards the back line. Back to a 4-point Kindred lead, trying to stay alive. Hovness serves all the way across, sets all the way across to the left from Murch, but it's blocked away. Kindred gets the point. Nipstad was there in coverage along with Odegaard, I believe. First touch from Jalbert. They get it up to Fury. It's a free ball coming. Oh, but that first touch was a little bit longer than Kindred would have liked, but down it goes anyway. Charging was Odegaard for another kill. Starting to heat up. Kindred's lead back up to 6, looking for set point, or an opportunity at set point, if they can tack on another point. Nice dig from Davidson off of a Sanders blast. Set coming left, and that's Beauclair in the game now for Kindred. Odegaard, another swing, tomahawks one through. Kate Odegaard says, get on my back. It is time. We got to get going, and she has. Set point. And Kindred will force a third set. 25-17, the Vikings stay alive with one final blast that goes off the Jaguars' back row and into the bench. 25-17, your final of set number 3, as the Vikings will force another one. Great action here from the Highliner Activity Center. The Highliners await the second match of the night. Will be the Highliners and Huskies, so don't go anywhere after this one concludes, but we got more coming up after Kindred. We'll extend this one to a 4th set.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
Welcome back here on your live event after the 25-17 Kindred decisive third set victory. We'll go 4 at least here in the opening match of the Region 1A tournament in what's been a fantastic first match. Over in Region 2A, Harvey, Wells County, and Thompson is in the 4th set. Thompson's up 2-0. And they are 2 points away from going to the semifinals at a 23-15 lead right now. And now just one away as they get up to match point now. Then over in Region 1B, Chase Miller will have Linton HMB versus Maple River coming up. So make sure to go check out the other games here on yourliveevent.com. Video coverage available for both Region 1B and 2A. Both teams returning to the floor now. Northern Cass was able to still be feisty in that third set, but Kindred was able to take care of business after every Jaguars run. Got up to a 7-point lead in the middle of that set, and every time there was a Jaguars run, the Kindred Vikings were able to answer, and we'll go to 4. Here comes the serve from Macy Murch. And a good start. Lila Kittleson was one of those Vikings players that played a factor in that third set in getting them those mid-set leads. Here's Brink. Starts the deepest of any server, runs all the way up and blasts one towards Ryder. Topspin hit from Lauren Johnson. Now here is Sanders with a drive. A left-hand fist stuck out by Jalbert to keep it alive, and down it goes. What hustle from Tess Jalbert. An outstanding effort. We've seen numerous occasions where she'll just stick the fist out and the ball will just somehow die, and Northern Cass gets to it. This one tipped over from Kittleson. Geetson will bat it up. Another chance coming outside Sanders. Off the front row, Geetson was able to get a hand on it. Nicely done. There's a swing from Olsen, dug out in the back by Brink. Sanders slices and scores. Nearing an hour and a half long in this match. Started the first serve at 4:04. We go now to 5:30 on the clock. Jalbert from the back row creates an overpass. Geetson with the dunk. Errant serve from Tess Jalbert. That one finds the net, and Kindred will find a lead at 3-2. Both teams have possessed the lead in each of the 4 sets. That serve eats up Reese Lavig. There is an ace for Lauren Onken. At least 7 aces recorded by the Vikings. They started the match with 2 aces right off the bat from Mallory Keller. Here comes Northern Cass back with it. Onken set, blast by Sanders, blocked by Fury and Olsen. Odegaard tried to elevate, but Northern Cass is there to knock it down. Love that Kindred has shown the fight coming back from down 0-2. They looked in control, much more poised, even with the season on the line. Was able to play their best set of the 3. Olsen, a great swing, and it's out of the reach of Keller. Northern Cass back on top. Here comes the set, and the swing from Sanders is altered. Hovness able to get a set off, but it's blocked away. The Kindred front row there, Nipstad Odegaard played a factor and evens this up at 5 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Serve misses out. Avery Davidson walking into a serve. Onken was getting led into the net, and then it's batted over, and it's a lift. And Nick Tice was looking for a little bit of explanation from Jeremy Ludio, but there is the explanation, and there is the serve from Odegaard. Tipped up for Beauclair. That's Ryder with the big swing. And scrambling, Kindred gets to it, unbelievable. Great hustle, and that one, though, gets down for Wilner out of the reach of Sierra Nipstad. The Vikings defense hung in there in a big way, scrambling. They just weren't able to scrap out the point. Instead, it'll be Faith Fury the serve. That one ate up Keller. And a hitting error, and Nipstad couldn't get that one over. It's 8-6 now. Northern Cass finds themselves on top. Kittleson, oh my goodness. What a drive. Was able to miss the block entirely and still planted on the back row. Kindred will swap the setters. Here's McQuillan in now. Wilner's touch handled easily by Kindred. Jalbert diving save. But Ryder and Gietzen both swinging on that one, and they both combined to find the net that time. Set Hovness. Gietzen with a drive, but it's dug out by Sanders. Hovness across for Ryder, throws the changeup. Kindred scrambling, but it got down. It's a great set to the far side by Emma Hovness, who will check out for Murch coming in now to serve. And a great job by Carly Ryder, pulling the string, throws the changeup, and gets the Kindred defense off balance. Kittleson, nice effort on a couple of occasions. This one's going to end out, and Kittleson, the main factor on that point. That one kind of just rolled. It danced along the net, rolling sideways, and Kittleson was able to bat it off and down. Brink walks into one, and here comes Murch. A set for Johnson, finds the line. Johnson was set up on that left side. She finds the back left corner and gives Northern Cass the lead back. Back set from McQuillan. Great hands from Murch as Gelbert was diving, as she always is, but Murch got there first, a layer ahead on the defense. Sanders a swing this time, able to beat Gelbert in the back row. Ten up. Keller walks into it, side spin on the ball. Good pass, good setup. Somehow dug out on the Geetson drive by Collins McQuillan. Johnson had that one tipped away at the net, and the Kindred block looms large. Odegaard was there. Short serve from Keller. It's Olsen the first touch. We'll get it right back off the set and blast out. 3 straight points for the Vikings. Keller goes to Gelbert first. This set is right at the net. Johnson does a nice job staying out. Olsen off the block. Sanders gears up. Geetson gets hands on it. Olsen handled by Sanders though. Sanders will have to punch this over with the left hand as she was led too far. Keller lobs it up. Jordan too strong. This is a screaming line drive serve from Tess Gelbert. It's a free ball coming back over. Tip from Fury, was trying to direct it right, but it goes into the net, and Kindred secures their 13th point of set number 4. As mentioned before, these teams split the 2 matchups in the regular season, and you can see why. They're pretty evenly matched. From the product that we've seen tonight, that still holds. Northern Cass was able to go up 2-0, but Kindred a resounding 3rd set victory. This one batted down by Sanders, but Northern Cass is there. Here comes an Onken set. And running out of room go the Jaguars. It's another Kindred point. Nick Tice wants timeout. Harley Bunky's squad up 3, trying to force a 5th set here and get a winner-take-all. Go to the the semifinals. A date with the Oak Grove Grovers awaits.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
See the opposing teams walking in for future matches. The Central Cass Squirrels have entered the building. They'll walk up the multiple rows of bleachers here at Valley City to take a seat to watch not only the conclusion of this match, but also the second one, because Central Cass will be the final match of the night. Lauren Johnson with the swing. It's dug out by Onken. Here comes Olsen. It is out. This is the point of the match where Northern Cass, you start to get a little bit uneasy right now because you're up 2-0. Had a chance to go for a sweep as the underdog seed technically. And Fury mistimed that one, and the Jaguars struggling for offense now. When you go up 2-0, the last thing you want is to have to go to a winner-take-all 5th set. Northern Cass will get one back as it ricochets around in the Kindred backside. Emma Hovness, a right-handed swinging serve. Sanders gets it up to Onken. Odegaard on the way down was blocked by Fury. Lavig decides to play it. Hovness lobs for Wilner, touched at the net. Nipstad gets it popped up for Sanders. Lavig, a lunging effort to keep it up. And down it goes. Olivia Olsen brings Northern Cass back within 3. This one tipped over by Fury, and an oncoming Caitlin Brink dives a charge, but it does not get there. Fury has it now at a 3-0 run for the Jags at the much needed time. Great dig by Lavig. That Northern Cass defense can really scrap it out, but this one blocked away by Sanders. This one tipped over by Wilner, and Marley Wilner converts for the Jaguars. This one far from decided as Avery Davidson will step to the service line. Starting from the E and highliners on the right side of the floor, so slightly offset left. Working from right to left, a deep serve, but it was going to be in, so it's played by the libero Keller. Wilner, a swing altered at the net. Now Odegaard, but it's out. Back to a 1-point game, and man, the Jaguars, this would be a huge win if they could, in Nick Tice's first year, get a win in the Region 1A playoffs against a solid Kindred Vikings squad. But still a long way to go before either of these teams can say they have made it home. Kindred will answer with one back. It goes off the fingertips of Davidson in the back row. Odegaard, serve back row for Jalbert. Batted around on the Kindred side now. Tip. Great save by Hovness. In the air now, running up on it goes Kittleson. Jalbert touches from the back right corner. Up to Ryder, and it sneaks around the stand, and it's another Northern Cass point. Meredith Holcraft up in the stand there. Had to duck out of the way briefly as it goes straight past her for the Northern Cass point. Geetson up for the tie, but no, it's dug out by Keller. Nicely done by the Vikings. Here comes Wilner, pounds it through. We are tied at 18. It's a serve, a screamer that skims the top of the net, but Kindred's able to handle the Fury serve. Ryder got blocked, tipped down at the net by Kittleson. It's a huge play by Lila Kittleson. Wilner's shot altered, blocked at the net. Beauclair in, and this one's going to get down for a Northern Cass point. It was batted around on that right side near Wilner and Beauclair on the left side for Kindred, but it lands in Vikings territory. It's 19 apiece. Both of these fan bases as nervous as it gets right now. Kittleson down the line, just missed. And that gives the lead back to Northern Cass, but you have to swing away there. Kindred calls the timeout and will break with them. The Jaguars now take the lead and are 5 points away from advancing to a semifinals matchup against the Grovers. But there's a long way to go. We'll be right back here for the conclusion of set number 4.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Can the Jaguars close it out after coming back here in the fourth set? They have got themselves a late lead, but it is not by much. This is the closest of all the 4 sets. Both teams have started to find their groove, their rhythm, and play their style, and it's resulted in some beautiful volleyball. Free ball lobbed over by Jasmine Beauclair. Jalbert sets up Ryder. Carly Ryder with a great swing, and now it's a 2-point lead for Nick Tice's squad. Tice signals for the service location. Lobbed up free ball coming after Jordheim touches it over. Geetson will go towards the middle, but there is McQuillan running up on it. Sanders grazes net. Jalbert, the reaction time, sets up Davidson to get it back across. Kittleson got it past one defender, but Jalbert's there again. It's lobbed over and out by Davidson, though. So a much needed point for the Vikings. Tess Jalbert has been simply outstanding in the back row, the libero of the Jaguars. Excellent performance defensively, saving multiple points. That was another one, twice on 2 occasions on it. They still didn't get the point, but she was there effort-wise, and that one's going to sail long on Lauren Johnson, so back-to-back error is unforced by the Jaguars. Even this back up at 21. Here's Brink, deep serve, it's an ace! What a game, my goodness. Just when you think the Jaguars are pulling away, It's 3 straight from Kindred at the most needed time. Will not die. Brink picks up her second ace. We'll take a break here, 30 seconds as Northern Cass calls timeout.
Imagine your life in Hillsborough, a place where neighbors know your name and opportunities are real. Here, you'll find affordable home lots and grants to help you build your future. In Hillsborough, safety, affordability, and community aren't just promises, they're our way of life. With a 24-hour fitness center, a strong school system, a trusted hospital, and a thriving business district, Hillsborough has everything you need to live well. Here, your family is our family, and your future shines bright. Discover Hillsborough, where small-town living means big opportunities.
Wow, this has been an outstanding first match. Scores of 25-19, 25-21 in favor of Northern Cass. The first 2 sets, Kindred stomps down their foot for a third set victory. And now it's 22-21, the closest of any set that we've seen to this point. Here comes Brink with the serve. 2 aces on the night, coming off of one right before the break. This one's tipped over by Kittleson. Good swing from the outside from Johnson. Now Sanders got blocked. Batted over. Murch able to get there. Ryder from the left side. McQuillan able to keep it up. Sanders. And it gets down. Taylor Sanders beats Jalbert in the back row. 23-21. Big-time player making a big-time play. Taylor Sanders extends the Kindred lead. Vikings on a 4-0 run. Here comes Lauren Johnson. There's the well-placed Keller. Sanders off a hand. It's easily controlled by the Jaguars. And then Ryder into the net. And we are at set point for the 4th set. The Kindred Vikings looking to claw all the way back from down 2 sets. Searching for set point on the 4th. Serve is just long. My goodness, that was right near the line, but it was an inch off. We've seen Northern Cass win sets from this position before. Early in the year, they were down 24-23 against either Carrington or Mayport CG. One of those 2 games, they were down against Match Point and came back. There is another Northern Cass point. 4 hits on the Vikings as it got the net and came back. They just need 1 more point, the Jaguars do, to extend this to extra points. Lavig puts one towards the middle of the floor. Outside, Sanders. But it's dug out by Lavig. Olsen blocked away, but they recover. Blocked away again. Jalbert keeps it up. Olsen keeps it up. Free ball coming across. Set, middle, Kittleson, kept up by the Jaguars. Another set. Sanders tips it over. Jaguars handle. Keller has to set for Sanders. Oh, another dig, amazing, but then into the net. It's Keatson, couldn't get it over, and we will go 5. Back and forth on that exchange. Northern Cass was hanging on for so long. They had the hardest parts of that point covered, but Keatson just did not get enough elevation on that one from the net, and my goodness, we will go 5 sets in the first match of the Region 1A volleyball tournament. We will come back here all tied at 2. Who's going to get the date with Oak Grove? We'll find out when we come back.
Hey Lisbon, it's time to rally behind our favorite team. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are sending all our best wishes to the Broncos as they hit the court and field this season. The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters are proud to support our teams and community. Let's show our Broncos that we're with them every step of the way. Go Broncos! Your dedication and spirit makes us all proud. From all of us at the Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters, we're cheering for you.
Buying and selling heavy equipment at purplewave.com saves time and money. We handle all of the details, including pictures, videos, marketing, titles, and payments.
It was almost immediately over the top with the customer service. I've just never ever experienced that before with any other auction service. They're constantly working for me as the seller, and I really like that.
Purple Wave Auction is straight, simple, sold.
What was that? Is that top insurance?
No, I'm pretty sure it's Toop Insurance.
Maybe Toupee.
Could be Toupee. Yeah, I don't know.
Or Taupe Insurance, maybe?
I don't think so.
Say it right. That's T-O-O-P. That's Taupe.
Oh, it's Taupe. That's Taupe Insurance in Castleton. Get in touch with Ryan today for a quote or review of your policies. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Welcome back here for set number 5 from the Valley City Highliner Activity Center. It's the Northern Cass Jaguars and Kindred Vikings kicking this tournament off with a bang. Meanwhile, on the out-of-town scoreboard, Linton HMB has taken just now in the first set from the Maple River Raiders. That just happening over with Chase Miller in Jamestown as Linton HMB goes up 1-0. Thompson did get that victory over Harvey Wells County, 3-1. Mayport CG and Hillsboro just kicking off with the Patriots and Burroughs are just beginning set number 1 from Mayville State University in that 7-2 matchup. The Mayport CG Patriots, 2 seed, looking to make a far run on that on that floor there over at Mayville State University. Now we're underway for set number 5. Kept up by Northern Cass after it rattles around for a bit. Jenner Jordan leaning in for one, but it comes up into the net. The Jaguars get the first lead, and here comes the serve from Murch. This one batted down at the net by Geetson on the return from Kindred, and the Jaguars jump out to a 2-0 lead. This has been as back and forth as it gets. The Jaguars reverse swept Kindred on their home floor, on the Vikings' home floor, and now the Jaguars in danger of being reverse swept. Kindred trying to return the favor in the playoffs when it matters most. Here is Brink, and that one is an ace as Ryder couldn't handle it. That is 3 aces for Caitlin Brink. Popped up by Murch, now to the middle for Johnson. Here comes Sanders outside. Set left for Ryder, dug out on a bullet. Nicely done by Keller. Sanders pops one up. Here's Johnson, dug out easily by the Vikings, but they get too close to the net, and that's going to be 4 touches. The first touch got right there, but the second, there was some confusion on who was covering that. Keller tried to cover for the setter, McQuillan, and it threw everything off. Lavig serve long. Keller with a beauty of a serve that just clears the net, and it dies in front of Tess Jalbert. It would be a crushing defeat for either of these teams with how far they've come now. But especially for Northern Cass, having been up 2-0. But Natalia Gietzen's not hearing any of it. She pounds one down. Tied at 4. Knuckling serve that ate up Keller. Jordan from way back in. That one sent long. Service error, a big one from Jalbert, unfortunately for the Jaguars, was not able to get that serve across. The lead getting traded back and forth. Set 5 tied at 5. Onken steps into the serve. Setter Deke now from Murch. Jalbert wants it, waits for it to come down, and then Olsen gets it down. It wasn't a bullet, but it was well placed. And you'll take a point any way you can here. Northern Cass gets the side out now. Here comes Hovness with the serve. Oh, a detonation from Taylor Sanders on the right side. No shot for the defense to handle that one. This one chased down by Hovness off errant first touch from the Jaguars. Odegaard. Jalbert able to get hands up in defense. It's lobbed over by Fury. To the outside, Beauclair adjusting, gets it over, but Hovness is there. Back set. Here comes Olsen's is dug out. Nipstad, it dances on the net. It comes back, but it was off of a block, so it's good. And Odegaard able to get the point for Kindred. Blew it away from Jalbert. Once we get to our post game, our Irie Insurance, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game will be handed out along with our Agassiz Precision Ag Player of the Game. On the outside, Beauclair able to win that one. Finally some separation for Kindred now coming. The senior Beauclair puts Kindred up by 2, their largest lead of this 5th set. Make it 3. An ace. Timeout Northern Cass. The Kindred Vikings have a 3-point lead and are going for the reverse sweep. Back in 30 seconds on your live event. You don't want to miss this.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Mayport CG's won 12 of the first 18 points against Hillsborough Central Valley in that first set from Mayville State University. And then over at Jamestown, Maple River lost the first set 25-21 to Linton HMB, but they are up 11-1 in the second. Jaguars in trouble off the serve, but they recover it out of the net. They needed that. Sanders gets that one down. Jaguars defense out of sorts after recovering from the serve receive. Jalbert pops this one way up in the air. Here comes Wilner. Deflected. Nipstad is able to control it. Beauclair in front of a diving Northern Cass player, and another timeout called. The Jaguars down to their last gasp. The Kindred Vikings, coming all the way back from down 2 sets, are just 4 points away from pulling off a playoff reverse sweep.
Look at your calendar. There's still time to complete those building projects before freeze up. Sywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsborough has everything you need: top quality building materials, trusted tools, and Midland garage doors. Yes, it's busy now with harvest, but don't wait. Order now to ensure your products arrive on time so your projects are done before the first flake falls. Visit with Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsborough and make your building projects plans a reality. Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsborough.
Buckle up, everyone, because it's about to get good. 11-6. Kindred has fought their way all the way back, desperately clawing their way back into it, and sit just 4 points away from pulling off a miraculous reverse sweep after they won set 4 moments ago. They're on a big-time run. Northern Cass searching for momentum. Wilner provides some. Hovness, a back set. Wilner looking for back-to-back, but Sanders is there. Odegaard blocked away. What a reaction, though, from Keller to keep it up. Hovness sets up. Davidson goes outside. Wilner, it dances on the net. Running over to the bench goes Keller to dig it out. Northern Cass's turn. Punched over by Ryder. Back and forth we go. Gearing up the block. Oh! Down it goes on the Kindred side. It ricochets around. Northern Cass, with their most needed points of the season, get a couple back. It was just a straight joust. Multiple hands from multiple players got on that ball, and eventually it goes on to the Kindred side and gets down. Sanders will set this one up for Odegaard, but it's in the net. Timeout called Kindred, and the Northern Cass Jaguars are alive. 11-9. The Vikings trying to hang on after a 5-point lead is evaporated to 2. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
At Bank North, we strive to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. One transaction, one relationship, and one community at a time. We do it by supporting kids and schools, pitching in to help neighbors in need, partnering with rural businesses, and providing all the traditional and modern banking products and personalized lending services you expect from a reliable financial partner. Bank North, always true.
The Jaguars clawing back from down 5 to down 2. They've got the serve. They've got a little bit of momentum, and Harley Bunky's team has to call timeout. Nick Tice has used both of his timeouts. Serve from Davidson, setting up for Nipstad. Wilner able to get there. Ryder punches it over. Odegaard a chance, shoves long for Jalbert. It dances around on either side of the net. Here comes. Oh, a diving effort from Davidson to keep it alive. Blocked down by Northern Cass, but it's kept alive. Hovness, pop. But there's Keller. Odegaard, stoned at the net. Kept alive, but Northern Cass points. 4 straight for the Jags. Davidson, an ace, 5 straight. This is what you live for right here as a broadcaster and a viewer too. 11 apiece in the playoffs in set 5. A deep serve, it goes out. A costly mistake on the service error. Kindred all of a sudden has the lead back. Odegaard jump serve. Here comes a Hovness set. Ryder wins at the net. It was Nipstad over there, but it deflected out of play. 12 all. Harper Rust, for the first time in this match, is coming in to serve, and she gets a dig. Ryder punches it to Sanders in the back. Another one for Rust in the back is a dig. Wilner goes towards Sanders, and it's a point for Northern Cass on a violation. Timeout Kindred as the Jaguars have stormed back. Unbelievable first match to this Region 1A tournament. It does not get any better than this. 13-12, Northern Cass on top, back in 30 seconds to crown the quarterfinals winner of this first match. Oh my goodness, don't go anywhere.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Lots of people standing right now, especially on that Northern Cass side. They are 1-2 points away from going to the semifinals. Harper Rust in the game, as we mentioned, for the first time all match. Came up with a couple of huge digs. She serves. Here comes Geetson! Natalia Geetson. A little bit of a conference call now with the rest of the Jaguars holding hands. 1 point away from surviving a reverse sweep attempt in which they've been down 5 points in a 5th set. Serve is just long from Rust. Oh my goodness, what a gutsy call from Mallory Keller to let that one go, but the perfect eye as that one landed not maybe an inch or two off the line. You don't want to go down looking, but it was a perfect call by Keller. Here's the serve. Geetson for the win. It's kept up though. Trenbeth lobs it over. Davidson, Hovness, Geetson for the win. The Northern Cast Jaguars have won. Natalia Geetson has sent the Northern Cast Jaguars to the semifinals. All they do is win in these 5-set matches, and Nick Tice being mobbed. High fives all around from every single player after an unbelievable match. 15-13 in the 5th set. Northern Cast looked dead in the water, down 11-6. They close on a 9-point run. A 9-2 run for the Jaguars, as we'll get to some post-game interviews, I believe, heading up right now. My goodness, let's take a break and come back with our post-game interviews featuring Northern Cast.
The holidays are here, and Mindak Market has the perfect gifts to make every moment memorable and sweet. From multiple gift pack options to the Dubai chocolate bars on sale now for $6.99. Dubai chocolate bars are the perfect stocking stuffers. Even Santa is going chocolate. Mindak Market has everything you need to spread joy and flavor this season. Stop in today and check out the selection for yourself with Mindak Market in the West Acres Mall in Fargo.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
I'm joined here by Harper Rust, who came in late in this match, and the bullets were flying right away. You get the serve, you get a couple of digs on that first point you were in. What was it like jumping right in there and being a huge factor in pulling this 5-set win out?
It was so much fun. I was just trying to read the ball and get the digs and then try to get the next serves over to make sure that we win this match.
Yeah, and I mean, you had to stay ready off the bench this entire game. You come in the most important time. How did it feel getting your number called right at the end there?
I mean, it was a little bit nerve-wracking, but I was just kind of keep my cool and just get the serves over the net and make sure that I play defense.
Absolutely. And you guys are up 2-0. Kindred comes on a furious run back. They get sets 3 and 4, and you guys found yourselves down 11-6 in this 5th set. What was the anxious level like in that huddle with that last time out?
It was a lot, but we were just trying to be energized and have a lot of energy and just be confident. That was our main goal, is just to be confident and hit the ball and get it down on the other side.
What was the emotion when you got the final point to send yourself to the next round?
It meant a lot. It did. It's very exciting.
How many, just take me through the teammates that also provided some sparks for you. What teammates contributed for you guys?
All of them. Avery and Tess, they're both very great defensive players, and Reese, and then Carly with all of her kills, and Faith and Nat in the middle, both getting big kills, and Marley and all this in the setters. Just everyone just did amazing.
They certainly did. Congrats, you're moving on to play Oak Grove in the next round.
Very exciting.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining me, and enjoy this victory.
Thank you.
I'm Molly, and I have lived here a little over 3 years now. I like the open spaces here and being able to go in and out. I like the fact that I don't have stairs or elevators. I just have most everything that I need close at hand.
It's time for the Benedictine Living Community Ada game summary. And my goodness, you could say, you could write a 30-minute summary on this game right here. But we'll just try to keep it short because we've got our next game coming up with the Wahpeton Huskies and the Valley City Highliners coming up, set to tip off for first serve in just under 23 minutes. But the Benedictine Living Community Center Ada Strength, together a trusted name in senior living. It was a 5-set victory for the Northern Cass Jaguars, as we're now joined by Natalia Gietzen. Natalia, take me through just the ups and downs, the roller coaster that this one was, going up 2 sets and then recovering in the 5th.
Yeah, a lot of it was just confidence, either in ourselves and our teammates. Every play, we're talking in the middle. You know, you got this pass. I know you can set me good, and just stuff like that. It elevates the game so much.
What was the feeling like when you guys started to get on that run in the 5th set? You're down 5 points, but you came back and rattled off 5 yourself.
You know, it's nerve-wracking, but we know that we can play amazing volleyball. And so just letting the game take us. And yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it.
We saw Harper Russ come in for the final few points of that match. Mm-hmm. She stayed ready. How big was her performance, just staying ready at a moment's notice and coming up big in the last few points?
It's so huge, though. She comes in, and we're all knowing that she can play so good. And so we are confident in all of her serves and everything. Mistakes, you know, it's 1 point, and we can come back with more. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What does it mean to get this victory? You're moving on to play Oak Grove next in the semifinals. What does it mean to get this first round victory?
I'd say for me, it's just kind of a breath. You know, we made it this far. Why not continue it? And we're just showing that we can.
Certainly can, and we're looking forward to tomorrow when you guys get to take on the Grovers. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsborough. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough.
Welcome back here in our Benedictine Community Living Center Ada game recap, as the first 2 sets go to the Northern Cass Jaguars in pretty close fashion. And then Kindred decisively takes set 3. The closest one was set number 4. And the Vikings able to extend just barely, 25-23. And then the final set, set 5, Kindred holds the 11-6 lead, but a 9-2 run ends it, and the Vikings come up just a little bit short. Their season ends in the quarterfinal round. The Jaguars will go on to play the Oak Grove Grovers tomorrow. The number 1 seed getting the rest. The Jaguars getting the 5-set victory, avoid the reverse sweep. Your Enbridge Energy player of the match is Natalia Gietzen, who we just heard from with the Jaguars. Gietzen dropped in about double-digit kills, was huge with the block, slowing down Taylor Sanders and Odegaard and company at times for the Vikings. And that is why she is our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Enbridge Energy for life. Life takes energy. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. And the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the match is going to be Harper Rust. Harper Rust coming in for those final few plays. Draws up some good serves, some great digs, just straight off the bench. Way to be ready, Harper Rust. You are the Agassiz Precision Ag play of the match, coming off that bench. That'll do it here for the first match from Valley City, as we will send you over to the second match of the night. we will have the Wahpeton Huskies and Valley City Highliners on a different stream. So we'll end this right here. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and our sponsors for doing what you do. We couldn't do it without our local sponsors for these tournaments. So we will end this right here, and make sure to tune in for the next game when it pops up on yourliveevent.com.